Now then, people, it's Joe, All Leeds TV, and I am back, you're back, we are back, football is back. We can say goodbye to the international break, I know we all hate it. And yeah, 12:30 Sunday, we play Barnsley away at Oakwell. Absolutely buzzing for it, can't wait. Lucky enough to be going to the game. And it's just good, you know, that football's back. First and foremost, we've got a few things to get through. As I say, I haven't done this for a while, my apologies. I want to just say thank you to the team, the All Leeds TV team. They've been smashing out content whilst I've been away, and I'm really grateful for that, keeping the channel moving. And there's been some great content. Every time I check videos, all I seem to see is the channel's gone to another level. You guys are taking it, you know, up a notch, and thank you, you know, for you guys watching it, and thanks for the lads putting in the effort. As I say, they've just recently done a preview, travelled down to Barnsley over the weekend and done a preview with the lads at Tykes TV, and it's a fantastic preview. So if you haven't already, please make sure you watch that. I'm sure you already have. I know you have, but if you haven't, then do watch that. It's a great preview. Before we get into the game, let's talk about some great news that came out from Leeds United during this week. The fact that the man, Calvin Phillips, has signed a 5-year deal. Up there now with the top earners, so he deserves to be. You know, turned down offers from the Premier League to stay at the Mighty Whites, and it shows how far we have come as a club. You know, from the doldrums and dark days of when we had to sell the likes of Cook, the likes of Byron, the likes of Taylor. Now we're able to keep on to our talent. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for Calvin, absolutely buzzing for us, for his fans, and I'm buzzing for his nan. You know, the whole lot of him. Look, under no illusions, if we don't go up this season, Calvin will move on, but he will have my blessing. You know what I mean? And you know, even tying him down to that 5-year deal means if we do have to sell him, I mean, hopefully we will go up. I do believe that. I think everyone does, except Leeds fans, to be fair. But yeah, you know, he's gonna command a decent fee, isn't he? Even if he has to move on. Other deals, obviously, Stewie Dallas as well, which I'm absolutely buzzing for. He gets Leeds United. He loves Yorkshire. He wants to be here, and that's all you want. You know, he's a top pro. If we look at the back end of last season and the start of this, up there with, you know, the best performers. He showed midweek. Bielsa mentioned it. I've heard it on podcasts as well. I think it was the Inside Ellen Road podcast. Graham Smith saying basically, you know, he was able to he had a barnstormer against Germany. He's shown he can play at that level. So I'm absolutely buzzing for Stuart. And obviously our captain fantastic, Liam Cooper as well, has signed a deal. And you know, it's just great to see. And lads, them three lads there are lads you want at the club. They want to be at the club. They get the club. And you know, it's just great, and gone are them dark days when we had to sell, you know, our key assets. So I'm absolutely buzzing, and thank you to Radrazani and the lot. I know, you know, a lot of fans might not agree with that, but he has done a good job whilst, you know, a custodian of Leeds United. But yeah, let's move on to the preview itself. So Barnsley away. Look, Barnsley, they've scored 4 goals all season. They've had 1 win. That 1 win coming in their opening day fixture against Fulham. I think the lad said it at Tykes TV. It happens, doesn't it? You know, team come down, team gone up. Fulham were they really at the races. Barnsley played really well that day. Looked like they were going to, you know, put on a bit of a run, and it's just not gone that way since that game. You know, I know, speaking to Conor, speaking to his, you know, his pals mentioned, we did see them as a bit of a surprise package. You know, you have to remember though, and I've heard this, Barnsley had up to 8 players out prior to the international break. You know, has that been a reason for their poor form? Like I say, they've only won the 1 game. They've lost at Luton, drew against Wigan. But, you know, for me, form goes out the window in this game anyway. It's a derby, you know, it's not a happy hunting ground for us as the Oakwell. And I just feel that form goes out of the window. Do I think we'll win the game? Yes, I do. Look, we've won our last 4 games away in the Championship. We seem to be better away. I was really shocked, you know, after the loss at Swansea. The fact that we've only won 1 in 7 at home, I found it really, I was like, really? Wow, that is, you know, pretty poor at home, especially for a side that are up there, you know, challenging for the top 2 come the end of the season. That needs to change. But as I say, away from home, we're able to catch, you know, teams on the counter at will. And we're a much better side than Barnsley, you know, let's be honest. But this is Leeds United, you know what I mean? And I was saying this to my friend at work today. I said, listen, look, Barnsley have only won 1. All signs point towards a Leeds win, but this is Leeds United. and look, the Barnsley boys are going to be up for it. They're not in the best vein of form. The international breaks come at the right time for them, as I've mentioned to you just a second ago. They had around 8 players out prior to the international break. And look, the Barnsley fans team, they'll want to get one over on us. We all know they've got a plethora of Leeds United ex-talent in there that will want to, whether or not they'll all be involved, but they'll want to prove a point. None more so than Alex Mowat. You've got Wilkes in there as well, who I believe has scored one of the 4 for them this season. You've got Clark O'Dern, you've got Apoe Halmi. I don't think Apoe Halmi is getting much of a run out, or he has, and has come out of the side. But look, they're going to want to prove a point. Not more so than Alex Mowat, and I think he is going to play a big part in this game. It's going to be interesting to see the dynamic between Phillips and Mowat and how that pans out. I think, for me, Phillips is the boy. He's the best player in this division in that role. He's an absolute Rolls Royce of a footballer, much like Ben White. Do you know what I mean? And I just think in that respect we'll have a bit too much for Barnsley. But look, the likes of Brown, Woodrow, Mowat, they should all feature. Diaby, McGee, and all could come back into the side. So listen, it is going to be a different side to how finish the international break, but we'll see how that game pans out. I'm really excited to be going. In terms of us, look, there's been no mention of the side that will feature at the weekend by Bielsa in the press conference, which is unlike him. One key thing though that did come out is the fact that Tyler Roberts could be involved. I do think it'll be too early, but it's great that he's even being considered now. It means we've only got one long-term absentee in Luke Ayling. Much better full bill of health. Liam Cooper said it during the week as well. The fact that there is competition for places, and if you think about our window, a lot of people had misgivings about it, about how many we brought in. But if you look at competition in each position, we do have that. And Roberts is just going to add to that. He had a good end to the season prior to his injury. I remember he came in, I think, on the left against Villa. When he got his injury, I believe it was. My memory's not great, so correct me if I'm wrong. But he did look like he was really coming into his own. So to have him, I know Oscar's a big fan of him as well. To have him as an option, it's only a massive plus. Look, for me, I would make changes. And to change, you're not going to be surprised. It would be Helder Costa and Eddie Nketiah. The two coming out will be Harrison and Bamford. Look, a lot of people, I've had discussions on Twitter. Bamford's just not for me, unfortunately. It is what it is, but I will support him in a Leeds United shirt 100%. But I just think Eddie is a natural born goal scorer. And Helder Costa's Helder Costa. Conor did it in his post-match after Swansea. They're just better players, and that's the facts. And Helder Costa is, for me, arguably, the best. If obviously you've got Pablo, etc., but a form Costa in the age, and that for me is the best. You know what I mean? So he needs to play. He needs to start, and I think that is only the probable change we will see. If there are to be any changes, it'll be the introduction of Costa for Jack Harrison for me. But this is Bielsa. We know he's loyal. We might not see any changes. It is what it is, and we'll see what it is come Sunday. Scoreline wise, I do think we'll win the game. I think we'll just have too much for Barnsley going forward, and I see a 3-1 win. I do think they will score. They will cause problems. And look, I'm just really excited that football's back, and it's a good game for us to come back to. But yeah, that's me. I'm done. It just feels good to be back. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for everyone's support. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Do hit a like on the video, as I say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you see the battle between Mowat and Phillips going? And make sure you head over and watch the rest of the lads' preview that they did with Tykes TV. It's been a pleasure being back, and like I say, I cannot wait for Sunday, and hopefully I'll see you guys there. Just leave you with this. As you all know, I'm doing the English Free Peaks. That's on Thursday. Please do sponsor me. I will put the link in the description. Yeah, I'll leave it there. And guys, I did do something before on Monday Night Football about the Derby game. I'm not going to be at the game. I offered my ticket to someone who maybe struggles to get the game. That's still open. I did get in contact with a guy from Ireland who normally travelled over with his dad, who recently passed away. Wanted to come over. Unfortunately, he's going to be otherwise engaged, so can't make the game. So the offer for that ticket is still available. So if you'd like to go to the game, you don't have the opportunity normal to. then please get in touch. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys, as per. See you all Sunday. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Leeds, marching on together now.